Hello, all bettors and bettees. Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Fades and Parlays podcast, where we are here to win you some cash. I'm your host, Mr. Wright. Mr. Sanders over there is shaking his head at me as my co-host. Say hello to the people, Mr. Sanders.
Hello to the people, Mr. Sanders.
Well, another exciting week. We've got 5 games on the docket for you this weekend, and we're looking forward to keeping this thing going. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Unless Mr. Sanders has anything he'd like to share.
Yeah, we go 3-3 last week, so I believe, if memory serves, I like an idiot, I didn't look at it at first. I think that puts it at 31-17-1, I believe, on the year.
Okay.
Which is just that's so unacceptable for me. The funny thing is Ken going 3-3. I won an absurd amount of money last weekend because I hit so large on Green Bay, which thank God at the end. Right. I hit massive on the Bills. And then I ended up quadrupling down on the Steelers, which, boy, did you have to sweat that one out.
Right.
When it came to Monday night. I mean, I made stupid money, and which is great because, people got bills to pay. But it's so rare that you go 3-3, and I made out as if I went 5-1, and it's so frustrating. This was like the 4th week, 5th week, something like that, where we've been 500. It's like, for the love of Peter and Paul and any other dude that starts with Pete, it's just like, it's so frustrating. So yeah, we need this run. It's like I said too when it came to the Baltimore. What did I say? Man, just because they won like 5-6 straight, I'm like, this is like one of those games. Man, God damn it, I knew better. It just felt right. And then the fucking Jets. It's the small little tidbits. It's the small little things. Kicks again. Fucking cost them.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. And then you and somebody else, Mr. Grass Fields, is like, dude, are the Jets really favored by 2? And I'm like, yeah, I needed my glasses to make sure I saw that right.
On Thursday night.
But I understood why.
On Thursday night, right?
Seeing them in the second half, it was good to see them. Their defense showed up.
Right.
But in the second half, the way they played offensively, it's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, Wilson making stupid fuck catches, right?
I think better catches and better throws.
Well, I mean, I think Rodgers taking a little too much heat, but they're pressing. But it's like the second half, it's like, it's not like they're making stupid mistakes. Kicking has literally cost them 2 games,
right?
Like 2 of them,
right?
And somebody brought up last week, like, dude, I'm laying off the Jets, and I was like, hey, I ain't mad at you. It was by far my lowest bet game, no contest. And they had the game in hand, and then stupid shit.
Right.
Missed kick. Stupid little plays. It's just like, what in Sam Hill? So it was good to see them kind of put it together Thursday night, and then
for 2 quarters.
I mean, so it's 30, like,
32 yards passing in the first half. What the fuck? Like,
well, just small little dumb stuff, but to see them literally break out in it in the second half is just like, see, exactly. So, it's there. It's just a small little tidbit shit. Again, 2 games kicking, and it's just small, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, with the Baltimore and that, I knew better Baltimore, but it's just like, what are you going to do? So, on to next week, and here we are.
Right. I'll tell you one thing about that Jets game from Thursday that I'm a little perturbed by, how they are trying to compare that second Garrett Wilson touchdown catch with the Odell Beckham Jr. catch. I don't like it. Odell Beckham Jr. never touched that ball with his other hand. Garrett Wilson had to secure it with his other hand before securing it. So let's pump our brakes a little bit.
Yeah, but
on comparing that to Odell Beckham.
His body was in one motion as he caught it. Fingertips are not. I remember watching it live, and Lord knows how many times I've seen the replay.
Yeah.
Wilson was literally the opposite side of his fucking body.
Right.
And he had to get his fucking toe and shin in. I mean, it was still an unbelievable grab.
100%. But it was not a complete one hand, and Odell Beckham had to get his booty down. right? He said to get his
He
booty
had to
in.
grab that one hand. No, just because he got it to his chest. Nonetheless, he had to catch
I
that
mean,
body,
he
twist it,
matrixed
and
himself.
bring it in with 6 inches of space.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it was
not
more
thinking that from.
difficulty of a catch as far as body contortion and bringing it in. At least
Right.
Beckham was laid out like he was at Miami Beach or some shit.
He was doing some Matrix type shit. Oh,
Matrix
earthquake,
type shit,
earthquake. Oh, but anyway, yeah, I agreed. Still an amazing catch, and I see this week we got some interesting games on the docket for this
Yeah.
week. Getting into it, we are going to start off with Washington. Wow, Washington. Wow, Washington. Washington at the New York Football Giants, who I still think are a. What's crazy is that their D line, leads the league in sacks, right?
good.
Dexter Lawrence is just having a year, but they can't win a game. Their offense pedestrian. So we got the Washington Commanders at the New York Football Giants, and what are we doing?
Yeah, well, we're going to take Washington money line.
I like it.
I believe that they are a 3-point favorite. When I grabbed it, I think they were a 3-point favorite. I think it's 3.5 now.
Okay.
I've been still a little suspect on them, but the one thing that's been true since I've been talking about it since training camp, Daniels is doing his thing. Yes, it took a Hail Mary, and you can say all that you want, but it still doesn't take away from the game that they've been playing super solid.
Yep.
And they should be enough for them to basically just win this game.
Right.
So it should be all in all pretty good. Handle their business just for them to win. I think that's pretty much a pretty solid Washington money line, quite frankly.
Agreed 100%. As long as that Washington O-line can take care of that giant defensive line, right? That'll be the only real battle of this game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Thibodeau's still out. I know Burns has got a groin issue, so we'll see about that. But I think they should be able to. Again, all they got to do is win. And they're not like they're traveling far. So a divisional game, which I'm never the biggest fan of.
Right.
But this should be, it wouldn't surprise me if this was some type of, 2017 type of, oh my God, hold on to your butts at the end of the game. Please don't fuck up.
Really?
Type of game. Well, because it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Giants aren't trash. They just can't. They just don't have enough. But Daniels has been playing solid. They've been playing solid. They just can't, get over. They gave Pitt a run for their money, which, Jesus Christ.
What was that two-point conversion play, though? I mean, what the fuck was that?
It reminded me of the Indy play, and then when Dallas did it against the Niners. I'm just like,
what is it?
I appreciated it.
Are we in Pop Warner football, though? Like, are we playing Pop Warner right now?
For us, we appreciate it.
Yes.
So,
yes, we do.
Good looking. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate your stupidity, New York Giants.
Work.
For fuck's sake.
Good looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Goodness. All right, well, our second game is the Las Vegas Raiders at Cincinnati Bengals. Raiders, another team that's Bengals too. Like, what the hell?
Bengals have yet to win at home. They're 0-4 at home.
Fucking weird.
They can't stop the run. What did I say? Barkley needs 23 carries. Is that what I said? 23, 24. He had 22 for a buck and change.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny? When I was taking this game, I was thinking of the playoff game a couple years ago. And I took the Bengals to win that game. And people were like, dude, how are you taking the Bengals to win against the Raiders? And I'm like, they're going to beat them. And this is when they kind of made their run against Tennessee, because I took them then too. And I think Burrow was sacked like 49 times in that game.
Yeah.
And against Tennessee, which I ended up taking them too, which people thought I was nuts. But it literally came down to the end of the drive. And that immediately popped into my head. I'm like, yeah, people thought I was nuts taking them for their Super Bowl. And, boom, there it is. That was popping through my head. Look, the Raiders can only do so much. There's no reason. Look, there's going to be no T. Higgins. no Brown to run the ball, or no, excuse me, no Zach Moss to run
Right.
the ball.
Right.
So, but there's still, it shouldn't be an issue. -4 is making me sweat a little bit, to be honest with you.
Bengals
That they're a
-4.
touchdown favorite. They're a touchdown favorite, the Bengals. A lot of teams are a touchdown favorite this week. It was kind of odd to see. But we're taking Bengals -4. It dropped down to 6 is what I was looking at right before we started.
Okay.
So the 4 was super, super cheap. So Bengals -4. And yeah, can we win a home game, Bengals? And by 9 would be great.
Right. Yes, it would be. Yeah. Bengals, time to show up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Our third game,
Defense. Terrible.
the Indianapolis Colts at the
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings. Right? I've never heard of a football player, let alone the quarterback, talk about he tired. Yeah, talk about he tired. I'm tired. What?
I
I
have been doing this since, let's see, 90, so for real, pretty much was it 1990, 1991. I believe it was the season right before. So the greatest comeback, the Houston Oilers and Buffalo Bills.
okay.
I ended
Yep.
up actually taking the Bills in that game. So, you know,
Oh, you were sweating
kind of
bullets.
crazy. Oh, sweating motherfucking bullets.
Yeah, at halftime you thought it was
And
over.
then Frank Wright.
Yeah. Shout
oh,
out.
who did? Yeah. And then so I've been doing this a long time. But I gotta tell you, I've watched a lot of football. A lot of football. And I was saying in the beginning of the year, Richardson's trash. Yeah, I mean, he is. Like, he could be big and a specimen all he wants, but he makes Lamar look like he's Patrick Mahomes on crack.
Right.
Dude, so motherfucking trash. And you're right. I have never. I have seen McNabb make a 70-yard run going all over the place. I mean, you name it.
I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who.
Right.
And I've never, ever seen a quarterback tap out from being tired or whatever. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. I thought I was seeing shit.
Right.
I thought that it was a bunch of shit. I just couldn't. I told a couple of people, and they were like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah. And
even though I kept explaining the same thing, because they're like, wait a minute, that don't make sense. What does that mean? I'm all, exactly what I'm saying, goddammit.
Exactly.
What the fuck you think I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I was speaking like, yeah,
Fucking Mandarin.
Latin. I mean, just some shit that doesn't
exist.
I mean, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So it was funny when we got this game, the line dropped 1.5 points. Because I'm like, they might go with Flacco. And like, I'm going to have to probably grab this now just in case they don't. And I hate grabbing them that early. The next day, they named Flacco the starter. And then now they're making him the starter for the rest of the year, which you have to do. I don't want to hear. Everybody was so hyped on Rich at the beginning of the year. I'm like, right.
Pump your brakes.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Pump, get all kinds of shit.
All of them.
But it doesn't shock me just because they have a better chance. That dude is so.
I personally, if I'm his coach, I'd probably have him running wind sprints half of practice. Okay, you're gonna do your little. We're gonna do a little session, offensive session with you. Get your little reps in. After that,
I've never seen it like it.
Run. You're running fence lines.
I've never seen it.
You're running hundreds. You're running 80s. You're running fucking 50s. You're running all goddamn practice. Fuck you mean you're tired?
I've never seen
tired?
anything like it.
Come on, man.
A quarterback, I've never.
Come on.
You don't.
I mean, receivers run at minimum 7 miles a game. 7 miles. And they're not jogging 7 miles. They are sprinting. And your ass talking about you tired? Come on, man.
I've just never. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything.
Makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, we ended up getting Vikings money line. I think it was -220, which is the threshold for me, big time.
Okay.
But the Vikings this is the type of game they're going to need to get right, but they better play right. So
Yeah.
they need to show up. They really need this game, especially with Green Bay and the Lions playing this weekend.
Right.
They really, really need this kind of get back on track. It's not like they've been playing shitty. They've just been getting beat.
Right.
But yeah, they really need it. So we're going to go Vikings money line, and hopefully they don't.
Yeah. They should make T-shirts and memes with him tapping his helmet.
Yeah, you know how you have the reflector shirts?
Yes.
Where his hand is kind of going up and down and up and down? Yeah. You should do some shit like that.
Hey, maybe it'll be available on the Phase of Parties podcast next week.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Stay tuned. Right?
Yeah.
Word.
Patent pending, trademark.
That's it. All right, well, so Vikings money line, let's go. Just win, baby. Just win.
Yeah, crazy.
Our fourth game this week is Jacksonville at the Eagles. Run Saquon Barkley. Run him.
Especially against that D.
Yes.
Yeah, they need to, hopefully they'll hold Tank down a little. Still looks like Travis isn't going to play. I call him out this year in a positive way, and God damn it.
Right.
Go figure. So, go figure. But, yeah, that game was another big spread. That game opened up at 8, and then it dropped down to 6.5, which at first I was tripping, so immediately I grabbed it at 5.
It opened at
which is a little.
It opened at negative 8 for Philly.
Philly was, I think it was Philly 8.5. Then I saw it drop to Philly 6.5, grabbed a Philly at -5. Now it's sitting around the 7.5 mark.
Okay.
And it's just like, I still have doubt about Philly. I just please feed Saquon the ball, play solid D. There should be no reason they don't win this game. When I saw that they beat them, so they played 7 times. They were 3-0. Jacksonville was 3-0 against Philly. Now Philly's won 4 straight.
Yeah.
So can we please play? They've been playing better ball.
Jalen's been throwing
better ball.
Jalen's been throwing a better deep ball too.
So let's hold off on the mistakes and run the goddamn football. And don't make me come on here next week saying, why in the fuck does Saquon Barkley touch the ball
10 times?
16 times.
Right.
Yeah, just please.
Yeah, feed him.
God.
Because Jalen Hurts is best off play action.
It has been. It was their biggest thing during their run. Right. And now to the Super Bowl. And they just haven't been doing it. And that guy is like Dave Craig, Mr. fucking fumble a lots. It's like Lawrence now. It's just like, dude.
Yeah.
For the love of God, just give Saquon the ball and get the fuck out the way.
That's it. Hand it to him.
Word.
So, Philly, -5. Get your shit right. Give the ball to Saquon. Let's run. Let's run.
Go.
So, the fifth and final game that we are taking this weekend are the Miami Finn Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Right? Buffalo Bills seem to be trending up a little bit. Their offense has kind of been, they've been clicking a little bit better. Miami seems to be going the other direction.
Yeah.
So, what we're looking at?
I kicked myself in the ass. I was telling Mr. Grassy Fields, I said, right before kickoff, I cashed that bet out. I'm like, I ended up taking Arizona to cover because I didn't think Miami was ready to do all that yet. I mean, right before the game, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to kind of take a step back from this. I only did like 80% of my homework on it. Even though my gut's telling me Arizona's just going to beat them, but I know they'll cover. And I had them at 4. Arizona at +4 because I think they were a 3 or 3.5 point dog.
Okay.
So, yeah, then I cashed it out. Of course they beat them.
Right.
Of course they beat them. And I'm like, go figure. Look, Miami struggles against Buffalo. They've always struggled against fucking Buffalo. It doesn't matter if it's in Miami. It doesn't matter if it's in Buffalo. I don't give a fuck if they're playing in fucking side of one of the pyramids in Egypt.
That shit ain't gonna fucking matter. It could be on the moon.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. There should be no reason that Buffalo doesn't win this game. Buffalo opened up at 7.5. Buffalo is a 6-point favorite now. We got it at Buffalo -4. So I was really hoping to grab it at 3. but they weren't giving me the option. But I'll take Buffalo -4. I would look. I am not throwing it out there, but don't be surprised, James Cook touchdown, because they're going to be running the ball against Miami because Miami's defense is trash.
Right.
I want to hear, oh, they're secondary. Miami's defense is trash.
Right.
So, don't be shy to lay down a Cook touchdown.
Okay.
You know,
prop bet action.
and Josh Allen is balling out, man. Took him until week 8 to finally throw his first pick.
Yeah. He's been doing his thing. Agreed. So, just a review, folks. If you missed it the first time, get your pen and papers out. Let me go over one more time with you. We're doing Washington at New York Giants. We're taking Washington money line. Just win. We got Las Vegas at Bengals. We are taking Bengals to get their first home win this week. Bengals -4. You got the Colts at the Vikings. We're taking Vikings money line. Vikings money line. We got Jacksonville at Philly. We are taking Philly -5. We got Miami at Buffalo Bills. And we are taking Buffalo Bills at -4. Shit, I think we could take Buffalo Bills at -20 and we still get it. I don't think it's going to be close.
Well, I don't know if we can go that far, but I understand what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
The one thing too, the one game, I've been taking this game for at least like the last 3 years. And the other game that I'm looking at, and I'm not putting it on our board, but I took it. The Rams go into Seattle. Now, they've always been a dog when they go in there the last few years, and I've always taken the Rams to cover because for some reason they always go in there and just play them hard no matter what the situation is. It's just, it's weird these last couple of years. But the Rams opened up at 1-point favorites. So when I went to go look, I'm like, I wonder if I could see it at like +2 for something cheap. I got the Rams at +3 at -150. I was like, why do I keep scoring these things? This is freaking amazing. So I ended up taking Rams +3. Puka, it looks like he's trending towards playing. No DK Metcalf playing for the Seahawks.
Right.
Listen, man, if you can get it at +3, I say take it. I am.
Rams
I know on the
+3.
year, I'm like, I took Rams +3. I mean, I'm sitting what am I? I think I'm 38-19 on the year. Because I take a few other games we don't throw out there. This is one of those that I'm taking. That all in all, everyone's hitting around 66, 67%. That's the bottom line for me. I don't like it. Me personally, I'm hitting at 71, but it still feels like I'm not hitting it, even though the money is showing up. It's just been really, really odd. The season feels like I'm part of the Jets offense.
Yeah. Can't get right.
Yeah. It's just the fuck.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get right this weekend.
Let's go.
And we hit every single one of these.
Go.
And
oh my God.
And you just got thrown a bonus game, folks. If you can get Rams at +3, then jump all over that. Right.
Yeah, and the James Cook touchdown, don't be shy.
James Cook touchdown prop bet. Get some money. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in again. Please click and subscribe. Please view. Please tell your friends about it. And we do have a Instagram page, which is what, Mr. Sanders?
Fades and Parlays _podcast.
Or is it Fades or Parlay? Fades and Parlay?
Fades and Parlays _podcast.
Boom. There it is. Leave your comments. We want to hear what you got to say. We want to hear if we make you some money this weekend. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. For Mr. Sanders, I'm Mr. Wright. We will see you next weekend. Have a great Sunday.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.